Oh, man. Oh, man. So someone sent me this report, and I was like, come on. LeBron's not fleeing the United States. Then I looked and I was like, all right. Just when you think things can't get more insane, they do. And we're going to look at a couple things because they're also, I did not know that there is a previous human trafficking accusation at LeBron. So I don't know what to make of that, man. I really don't know what to make of that. We're going to look at that in a second. I want to thank the sponsor of this live stream, though, Yo Kratom. If you are a Kratom user and you do not use Yo Kratom, you're out of your mind. It is the cheapest and best option for you if you use the powder. It's where we get ours. Gets here in 2 days. All the strains, yokratom.com. Okay, so here is what we're going to do, dude. All right. I want to start real quick with some background stuff that I did not know about, which I assume you guys probably did not know about either. Okay. So this is one of the posts that LeBron magically disappears the day before sex trafficking and murder allegations hit the mainstream media. LeBron is not with the team right now, stepped away. Okay. And this is like he apparently got accused of human sex trafficking before. And I looked that up and found this. Okay, before the Diddy scandal, LeBron James was accused of trafficking after a WNBA player went missing for 2 years. What? What, dude? And then you have this one where, remember when Alex Jones was someone who was considered like a source of generally incorrect information? Well, I would say the things that have come since that was the case have certainly made it to where you can listen to what he says and there's a better than likely chance he's going to end up being right. So we're going to look at all that stuff, dude. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry frickin' Christmas. All right. You know what? Actually, let's start with this story because this was the one that I was like, what, dude? LeBron? I literally never heard about this. I never heard about this. With ongoing scandals surrounding Diddy, high-profile figures from various avenues who have been close to the disgraced rapper are now under public scrutiny, with many speculating who might have been aware of his alleged crimes over the years. One such name also includes that of NBA star LeBron James, a known friend of Diddy who openly expressed his love for the rapper's parties. James previously faced serious accusations, including allegations of trafficking made by WNBA player Cappie Pondexter. Let's see what she looks like. All right. Well, apparently we're going to have to look her up on a different page. Damn. I mean, she doesn't look crazy to me, man. All right, so let's go back to this. When a former WNBA star player accused LeBron of human trafficking. In July of 2021, the former WNBA player, Cappie Pondexter, took to Instagram Live to make some shocking allegations against LeBron James, accusing him of trafficking her and stealing all her money. Damn. That's crazy, dude. I literally never heard about that. So hang on, let's listen to this one.
And it's connected to P. Diddy. Today, I'd forgotten about that. That's how much intel I get. This is a very good source. Today, I get another call by someone very close to me, very well known. They said, we don't care. Go ahead and say it. He said, hey, LeBron James just sold his Florida condo 2 weeks ago and has left the country. And they got specifically, you can imagine how, that it's over P. Diddy. So, wow, I just broke that. Sorry.
Dude, and here's the other thing too, is there was another report that I saw. See, here's like the long one. This is the long one, but hang on, let me pull this other one up that I saw. Hang on. I saw one earlier that said it was because LeBron was trying to sell. I'm sorry. LeBron was trying to buy his tape. Like there's at least one, maybe two, three, whatever tapes of him in these videos or whatever. And he was trying to buy it and he couldn't get it. Like someone else bought it. So who knows, man? There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. I have a huge story on the Diddy story though that I'm going to run tomorrow. It's like Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays. Here is a new banana story. A new banana story about Diddy's crumbling life, dude. Crumbling life that was once charmed for Diddy. So I was thinking about doing something today because of the story that I did yesterday, which was so hilarious, dude. That the thing in Minnesota where Tim Walz is all, yeah, we've decided to go ahead and run with a satanic, a satanic display in the State House, and you're like, oh, you did? That's what you went with, a satanic display for Christmas in the Minnesota State House. Well, yes, it is protected by the First Amendment. No, it's not. No, it is not. Yes, it is. Because we allowed other religions to share theirs in the State House, and we can't look like we're discriminating against certain religions. Oh, is that right? Because I remember something about separation of church and state, which means this has nothing to do with the religion. You're just allowing people to display their thing. You can't, you know what I mean? You're not discriminating. If a religion is not a fucking religion, it only exists to shit on other religions. So you're like, yeah, no, I think we're not going to allow a not real religion. Or you got two options: real religion, sacrifice babies; fake religion, stupid, and just is there to, say F you to the other ones. It's unbelievable, man. And also like the Luigi guy, he pled not guilty. And it's like, hey, let me ask you guys this. How many of the Satanists do you think are on the side of Luigi Mangione? All of them? Right. Exactly, dude. Hey, it's UFC, Gary Copeland. Saw your stream the other day with Bilal Muhammad. Straight Shooter, what's up, man? I did a stream with Bilal Muhammad like 2 years ago. Are you talking about that one? Appreciate the super chat, good sir. And I am looking forward to next year's UFCs very, very much. I mean, listen, dude. Do I think LeBron is actually fleeing the country? Probably not. But let's listen to this guy talk.
First person more than 15 years ago to begin to expose Jeffrey Epstein and his connections to CIA child trafficking.
By the way, he did do that. Alex Jones was the very first one that talked about Jeffrey Epstein and talked about it all the time. Talked about the island. He talked about all that stuff, and he was right.
Operations where pedophilia is used to blackmail and control leaders of industry, academia, scientists, government, big tech, you name it. And since then, more and more has come out, even in mainstream news, about how different government officials and different intelligence agencies, including the CIA, have been using pedophile networks to control governments across our planet. Now, we've learned about P. Diddy and all of his out-of-control sex parties and the evidence mounting that there were a lot of underage people at those as well. They were secretly videotaping it to then blackmail people in the entertainment industry. And you had a lot of the same shadowy figures behind Jeffrey Epstein, also behind P. Diddy. You've got P. Diddy being a big Democrat.
And suddenly, guys like Snoop, just to remind you of how they might leverage their blackmail or wield that power, it was like, Jays, Snoop Dogg, what do you think about Trump? He's all, actually, I went to him and asked him to pardon Harry O because he had been in prison for 20, 30 years, and I didn't think he should be there, and Trump pardoned him. I got nothing but love for Trump. And then 2 weeks before the election, he's all, man, anybody who likes Trump is a racist. That's it, man. That's it. That is an abrupt 180, Snoop. That is a very abrupt. What happened? What happened? You know, what made you change your mind? And then Usher's all, I'm staying out of the election. I'm just not getting involved. I've decided to not have an opinion on this. And then right before the election, he's all, if you vote for Trump, you are voting for white supremacy. You're all, what about anybody else? Anybody else? J-Lo's all, me. I want to speak up for the downtrodden people who are going to be affected by a Trump presidency. It would be a nightmare. I'm going to cry. I'm going to fucking cry. It's like, weird. I feel like these are all people who might be on a tape.
And so clearly there's a serious issue going on there, and P. Diddy is in prison awaiting trial right now. The only question is, will he supposedly hang himself like Jeffrey Epstein? Because there's three things that don't hang themselves: drywall, Christmas tree lights, and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, LeBron James famously said there's no party like a P. Diddy party. And now when he goes out in public, people bring it up to him and he gets very, very upset.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Hey, Diddy's all, I'm gonna have sex with all these dudes back here, man. All these dudes. I'm gonna have sex with them.
Bruh, we know you was at them Diddy parties, nigga. We know you was there. We know you was at them Diddy parties.
Other folks, that claim they have information, say that he is definitely a bad guy.
From everything that I've read, if these allegations are true, there truly is no party like a Diddy party. Because I don't know any party. I've been to a lot of parties in my youth. Never did we have like pink cocaine in bottles and like thousands of bottles of baby oil.
Boring, Candace. You've never had pink cocaine, and I mean, geez, let's go. Just kidding. Hang on, I just got a really important thing from my accountant.
People that were sleeping with each other. We just did not. So it could be just factually a true statement to say that there ain't no party like a Diddy party. Now let me show you this clip of him partying with Diddy dancing to a Migos song. Take a listen.
I just realized I am going to get copywritten for that, so I'm fast forwarding it.
Bad boys for life, right?
I'm gonna start this off, since I'm the man of the hour, the man of the show. I want to ask LeBron, what does he mean by there's no party like a Diddy party? I truly want to know. And not only that, LeBron, how many Diddy parties have you actually been to? I'm really curious to know. And is that the reason you left social media? Because all the backlash you were getting for going to so many Diddy parties? It's just pathetic, man. People think this guy's a role model. He wants to defund the police, the most patriot people of America, serving and protecting our country. LeBron, you're a fucking scumbag, and I hope you get locked up in the same cell with Diddy.
I don't know if LeBron James has been involved in anything.
This is exactly right, dude. He's so funny, dude.
Unethical or illegal. But what I can tell you is that a lot of Hollywood people that have been connected to P. Diddy, Epstein, and others have been leaving the United States in droves. Many of them have been claiming it's because President Trump's coming back into office.
What's up, Dubs? Everybody, anybody who just got a membership, say thank you to Dubs and go follow his channel because you'll love it. If you like my shit, you'll love his.
A lot
shit.
of the researchers and experts looking at these networks that emanate out of the intelligence agencies, and Hollywood is one of its other, well-known, for lack of a better term, headquarters or motherships, were predicting that we would see this mass exodus.
Hang on. I want to respond to this real quick. And by the way, thank you very much for the super chat, Fuzzy Ball. So LeBron, J-Lo, Beyonce being implicated is unsurprising at this point. I was shocked when Candace Owens casually mentioned that Eminem was in the closet. Once I went down that rabbit hole, it makes sense why he endorsed Cage. I'm going to push back on that one only because, dude, if you followed Eminem's career, that guy had some pretty serious issues with ladies. Like, you don't get that mad over people that you're not like sexually attracted to, like him and his ex-wife, dude, had like the most volatile relationship in the history of the world. I don't think he's gay. What I do think is that he suffers from white dude, like it hangs out with lots of black dude itis, and he thinks that he needs to like overcompensate for the fact that he's white. So like, if any black people are like, that guy's racist, he's like, that guy's fucking racist. And you're like, chill, dude. It's fine. Like, you don't need to, it's fine, dude. We know you're not racist. Just relax. He's all, nah, man, nah. He's like quintessential white rapper overcompensator in that regard. That's my honest, straight up opinion on that guy. Is like, just calm down, Eminem. Like, Trump voters are not racist. We just don't want people to tell us we have to stay in our house and then force us to take medicine that we didn't want to take. This is not, I don't know what channel you watch, but this doesn't have to do with whatever you think it does. Just calm down, dude. Calm down. All right. We don't like corrupt people killing people overseas and blowing up their houses and children with our tax dollars. And then when the government's about to shut down, we don't like them writing 1,500-page bills where they just rob us blind. It's more about that than whatever you're talking about. Just calm the fuck down. Just calm down, Eminem. Okay? Jesus. Anyway, let's continue.
So I got a call last week from one of my sources saying that he'd heard from other good sources that LeBron.
I'm sorry, I can't let this slide. Trump did warp speed. Yes, he did. Trump was the president when a bunch of scientists who work for pharmaceutical companies did warp speed. I don't understand how that is relevant to what I said. I said, force us to take a thing. Well, I don't care if they developed it and offered it to people. I said, like, I got fired from my fucking job because I didn't take it because I had already had the virus twice. And I'm like, why would I take this experimental thing? And they're like, well, you're fired. I was like, oh, cool. Moolala, thank you for the super chat. Love the channel, Jesse, especially when you do role playing. Always, it's my favorite thing to do. So thank you very much for the super chat, and I promise that will never ever end. Let's continue.
LeBron James had, of course, taken this leave of absence from the Lakers for a while. Just recently returned to break some records, and that he reportedly was thinking about leaving the country. Then this morning, I talked to a very trusted source I know, and I'm not going to give up the specifics because it'll, obviously expose to LeBron James who we're talking about. But this piece of information has not hit the news yet. So last year, LeBron James sold his $18.5 million mansion in Miami.
Well, obviously he's fleeing the country, you guys. Do you need any more evidence? He sold his fucking house, man. I'm just kidding.
But in the last 2 weeks, according to my sources, he has sold his $20 million mansion inside some of these, this very elite giant condo estate system. And I looked it up, and reportedly they're saying some prominent people have sold there, but they're not saying it's LeBron James. Now, according to my second source, LeBron James said in front of these individuals that he was moving to Europe and that maybe he would play basketball over in the European leagues. So I am not saying this is 100% because of the P. Diddy, but at the same time, it certainly needs to be investigated by other investigative journalists and others, and it's something to watch because when you see the history of him and P. Diddy, it looks mighty suspicious. So the House of Cards is coming down. We know the Democratic Party and other leftist parties around the world are heavily involved in pedophilia. We know you can't swing a stick in the dark in Hollywood or the music industry and not run into Satanism and pedophilia. I mean,
Did he say Satanism? Huh. Satanism. Where did I see that? Where have I seen that story? I can't remember. Satanism. Oh, that's right. Here you go. Did a state agency allow Minnesota Satanists to put up a holidays display at the Minnesota State Capitol? Yes, they did. They absolutely did do that. So, and specifically, who was it again? Tim Waltz said, yeah, I signed off on this because of First Amendment. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had that straight.
promoting it openly. So I'm really sad if this is the case, but what I do know is LeBron James has made famous comments about he doesn't care about Uyghurs. He doesn't care about China enslaving political dissidents. Then he only thinks about it.
Oh, man, dude. Oops, thank you. I was in the mood for this. Grace for life. Jesse, always some form of clickbait or 2 minutes about the thumbnail. See, here's the thing about that, dude, is like you're going on timeout, first of all, so you don't get to respond to me just fucking your mouth for 5 minutes now. So the way that you mean clickbait would be someone saying that a video is about something that is either not true or is not what the video is actually about. Now, the way that you can measure whether someone does clickbait is you can look at their channel and see if people come back over and over and over. Because if a channel grows, that means it's not clickbait because they're delivering value and entertainment in their videos. How does my channel look? You fucking stupid ass fuck. Go sit on timeout and try to recalibrate and then come back after you have had sex with your dad. Anyway, let's continue.
Himself. So he is a very selfish person. And as far as I'm concerned, he's everything wrong with this country. And so as far as I'm concerned, don't let the door hit you on the ass. The NBA is collapsing. Its ratings are way down because of all the political correctness. You even got NBA.
What's up, kid? You gonna come in and just interrupt my stream? Yeah, you're definitely not playing Fortnite in my studio. Beat it. Beat the street. Good Lord. It's hilarious. It's like people, most people have figured out like the channel is like, if you're entertained by me, then you like the channel. If you're not, then you don't. Like, it's pretty straightforward. You can get information wherever you want. Yeah, I mean, so there you go. Alex Jones is saying it. He's not even really like, super stamping it. He's saying that like he's hearing from credible sources that the guy said. Honestly, you want to know what my honest opinion is he probably said it. Like LeBron probably said it. He's like, I'm thinking about moving to Europe because he's taking so much shit. So much shit everywhere that he goes. Not to mention there probably is a Diddy video floating around and he is probably terrified. And, he's not exactly been a big advocate for the incoming president. And he's probably thinking that he will have a better experience overseas, which he would. But at the same time, I don't think he's actually going to leave. You know what I mean? Thank you, Kel. I appreciate you. I'm not worried about the haters. I actually enjoy when they come on every once in a while, dude. Every once in a while. What? Go spend time with your kids. Oh my God. Jesse on Fire, you've been online for 24 minutes. These kids are raising themselves. For God's sake, did you see the desperation in his daughter's eyes? Daddy, can I use your television that's in your office for Fortnite? You know? Oh no. Oh, look at what you guys made me do. How did that just happen? Can you guys hear me? Because why is it saying that this is unplugged? It is not unplugged. Dude, what happened? What the fuck? Dude, nothing even. I don't even understand what just happened. Can you guys hear me? There we go. Good Lord. I was just trying to show you that I had an Xbox down there, for God's sake. For God's sake. I hate Fortnite. I don't actually hate Fortnite. I'm just not very good at it. I play with my kids sometimes and I get worked, son. I get worked. But in all honesty, I'm probably going to stay on for about 4 more minutes and then I'm going to tap out. But tomorrow, you bet your life I'm going to do that video about the Diddy thing, because, oh man, I got a great story about Diddy. I don't understand how everybody hasn't covered this yet. It's like, I think everybody missed this. There's so many stories. I think everybody kind of missed this one, but this is going to do very well. Dude, I actually, in all seriousness, like, I've been thinking about how I can set my kids up, you know, to do content where they make money doing it. I was like watching my oldest daughter, who's great on camera, and she plays Fortnite all the time. I'm like, oh, I could set her up gaming. But we'll see, dude. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. And it's not clickbait. Bro. Yes, that is a true statement. Anytime that I think about like LeBron being involved in any of this stuff, I'm like, these poor fucking girls and boys who had to deal with that, dude. Greg, what's up, dude? Yeah, he is. I mean, that's how much Fabia costs. You know, thank you for the super chat. Fabia's School of Self-Awareness has really kicked up a notch. Speaking of things that are dropping that I am aware of that you guys may not be, but you know who's doing a documentary on that kid? Vice. That is coming down the pipe, dude. So, like, what's hilarious about the whole thing is when that whole thing came out where I put out the video of Fabia extorting Diego with $100 grand on video, literally on video. He videotaped himself extorting Diego for $100 grand. If you guys don't know that story and you don't know who this guy is, I will tell you, just because this has to be the absolute stupidest motherfucker in the history of the world. Okay. Hold on. Let me just show you what this idiot looks like real quick, because this is absolutely hilarious. All right. So this dude right here. Okay. So this right here is Diego Sanchez and Josh Fabia. Okay. On the far right. Right. Diego Sanchez is a UFC fighter. And Fabia is a snake oil salesman, cult leader, little cockbag. Right. And he's also like an abusive boyfriend. Like, they weren't like in a relationship or anything, but you know, like a abusive boyfriend, like isolates his girl, like don't talk to your family, don't talk to your friends, blah blah blah. So he did all of that stuff to Diego. Diego ended up walking away from his team, walking away from his coaches, and was only getting trained by Fabia. Keep in mind, Diego is a super high level jiu-jitsu black belt, wrestler, and MMA fighter, and Josh Fabia is a nobody. I don't know what the fuck he was good. He was teaching him nothing, right? And you could see that when he was fighting. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So Diego's coming up on his last fight in the UFC, and Josh starts poking around with all of the UFC doctors because he was trying to accumulate evidence that he could use in a lawsuit against the UFC in Diego's name for, brain damage or whatever. Like, this guy is just one of those guys that's just going to squeeze every person. Like, people are just like resources that he can use to extract money from. He's a piece of shit. He is a fucking piece of shit. He's also 4'3". Okay. He is one of the smallest people on earth. If you didn't follow my channel when I was covering that, I covered the Fabia story like I covered Diddy. And like in the MMA world, it was a fucking huge story. And he's just this tiny little snake oil salesman. And bottom line is, like the extortion thing, he went to Diego's house. Okay, so he made an OnlyFans of Diego Sanchez and made it gay. So Fabia is gay, and this was never like a super widely, like, it wasn't like he was dating men, but everyone knew he was gay. So he made a gay OnlyFans of Diego. He didn't tell Diego. He told Diego that it was just like this subscription thing. So Diego's out promoting it, thinking that it's just like a regular, like a subscription model. This is where we can get paid for social media. We control what goes up there. He's the one doing all of it. And he's putting up pictures of Diego like training. He's all, don't you want to see what's under these tight shorts? And you pay for the picture, and it would be like a picture of Diego's ass and stuff. Anyway, so I exposed that. I did a video about it, and everybody saw it. And when Diego's family saw it, they went to Diego and told him, and they're like, you need to fucking get rid of this guy. So they got rid of it. Like, so Diego finally cuts this guy off, right? And he's like, I can't do this with you anymore. So Josh videotaped himself going to Diego's house, berating him over that whole thing, and then he tells Diego that he has to pay him $100,000. He videotaped the entire thing, thinking that this was going to like protect him from any future litigation if someone came after him for the money, because he's a fucking idiot and he couldn't put like, step 1, step 2, step 3 together, which is like, hey, all those things you were doing trying to collect information so you could, sue the UFC. You remember all those times you said on podcasts, afterwards when you talk shit that Diego was mentally diminished and he was an idiot, you had to do everything for him because he couldn't take care of himself. Remember all those things? Well, so you can't have it both ways. You can't say he's mentally diminished and you're the one who has to do everything because he can't even take care of himself, and then go take $100,000 from him on camera and think that the video is going to help you instead of incriminate you. You stupid fucking idiot Smurf. So, he now, he fled. He took that $100,000. He bought it. He paid for some big building or something in New Mexico. And when he found out people were coming after him, he just abandoned it and he took off. I don't really know where he is now. But anyway, one thing that I can tell you for absolute sure is if you're playing Fortnite and you see him in the game, it might actually be him in your TV this big. He is a tiny little fucker. All right. Anyway, if you guys want to hear the LeBron story, just go like this. Whoop on the timeline, because we talked about it for a good 20 to 25 minutes. But now I got to go. I love all you guys. Peace out. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Did I miss a super chat? I think I did, actually. I did. Okay. Fuzzy Balls, what's up, dude? If you were Ben Affleck and you found out J-Lo was on a bunch of Diddy tapes, wouldn't you move out too? Fuck yeah, dude. Of course. I mean, well, hang on. We're talking about like abuse videos, like where she's like participating in like abusing people. Fucking of course, dude. I'd turn her into the goddamn cops if she abused any like kids. But if she was just like, if she's just like at tapes and she's like, I don't know. It would completely depend on what she was doing. If she was abusing people, fucking 100%, I would kick her the fuck out of my life instantly. If she just was like at parties and she had sex with her boyfriend Diddy in the same room as other people, I would be like, you're a whore, but I got to think about it because it was 20 years ago. But yeah, I mean, any kind of super devious shit, she goes. She's got to go. All right. Got to run. If anybody has that, if anybody has any of those J-Lo tapes, Daddy wants them. So let me know. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, dude. If she's doing 6 dudes, yacht. Hey, listen, you are a great girl, and you've got a bright future. You're a superstar. But I don't marry girls who have ever taken it from 6 guys in one night. So you got to go. Anyway, love you guys. Bye-bye.